So, everyone, I have no idea how this is actually working because it doesn't give you a clear shot of the recording of what's actually being recorded. But from all the scrawls, as we've just passed over the £4,000 marker, can I say, on behalf of all of us, just like a big thank you. It's incredible, amazing. There's so many great Kickstarters running right now. And the fact that you've chosen this one, it swells the cockles. Can cockles swell?
Mine are right now.
It's a bit early for that kind of talk, man.
5 minutes. But really quickly, can we just go? It's written in our on the landing page for the campaign about what everybody's doing. But can I just get everybody to kind of sound off, say who they are and what they're working on for a minute? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Because I see you first, Gustavo. Gustavo, what you working on?
Why me first? Well, I'm really bad at these pitch things, but I'm basically working on. I try a new thing, working on watercolors, which I haven't tried in a good while, and I wanted to bring a story that was related to nature in a way, because I'm seeing trees every day. So I was like, I don't know, I want to put that. So I made a story that starts with a dog and a couple walking on some trek path.
Hold on, sorry. So you said you're seeing trees every day. Like, are they coming around for tea?
Yeah, they're my friends. Didn't I tell you that?
Like, quarantine's been tough for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, they don't go away.
They don't take the mickey out of you all the time.
Yeah. they don't go back if you hack them and all that. So it's
So anyway, you've got these trees and you've got a dog.
Yeah, it's better than dogs actually because they don't run. Yeah. so yeah, but I came up with this story about this dog, and I don't want to say too much about it, but basically there's some magic involved or some kind of underworld or different world somewhere there that gets connected to the dog. So it's a bit as a fantasy myth story, and I did it. I put a lot of color in it. I basically
these colors are stunning. I mean, they're gonna blow people away.
It does look amazing.
Thank you so much. I don't know if it's done right, but I have fun.
Well, it's done. It looks like to me, dude.
Yeah. That's the fun part. But no, it was. I had a lot of joy, and I'm very, very interested on basically what people is going to say about it. I'm very curious because it's very new thing wise and style wise to me.
Really. Cheers, dude. Okay, so that was Gustavo up in Edinburgh. Sock, over to Wales now. What are you working on?
For the magazine, I'm working on a strip called Slab Sharif, which is basically just going to be a tiny little pub brawl because we like those. In comics, obviously, not on a personal level.
No.
Yeah, and it revolves around a character already fully established through Cat Food Comics by the mighty Pete Taylor. Yeah, that's about it, really. I don't have a lot to say about it because I am really far behind on it.
Well, and man of few words, Mark Hughes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
does have none of them good.
I promise it will be good. I promise. Just tune in.
With the sketches you've seen, I mean, it feels like proper old school punch 'em up. Yeah. You can feel the weight in Slab's body, so I'm really looking forward to it.
It looks brilliant stuff. What you've shown us, we've seen like a work in progress from you, haven't we, so?
I'm working on it right. I'm working on it right this second. So it's something's happening.
But you can see a really formed character there. It's like, okay, I want to see him moving. So
yeah.
I mean, it feels very Silver Bronze Age comics. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be good. Yeah. So it's all up here. It's all up here.
Staying in Wales, over to Pete Taylor.
Well, my first idea I completely threw out of the window because I kept seeing what you guys were posting up on the whatever posting platform we were on that day. So I went back and tried to do something I hadn't done before, which is essentially draw a story about normal people without monsters and gorillas. So my story's a little more sort of, well, it's a gang of comic obsessed school kids who hang out, take the mickey out of each other, annoy each other, but all the while they're trying to establish who the strongest cat food comics character is. And not everybody in the group realizes how important it is to one member of the gang. So it's quite it's quite emotional. It's got I think it's got a bit of a sting in the tail. So it's not my usual monster fare. So
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I did have one of these. Ooh, ooh, my eyeballs! What's happening to my eyeballs?
I got the same. I got exactly the same.
Yeah.
I just read the script, but it just got me turning. Well, not the pages, but
yeah. Well, that was I just pushed myself because I saw what was being posted, and I think part of the reason that scrolls become important to us is to push ourselves in the work that we're doing, and seeing what everybody in the group does, seeing everybody's work, well, progressing faster than mine is also a bit of but seeing it posted up, it's a great treat to see the magazine being built before your eyes.
Yeah.
So it really was a case of, oh man, I better pull my finger out on this one, and I think I'm trying to do something I've not done before, and it's exciting. I'm enjoying it.
It feels to me like a proper sort of coming of age movie from the 80s and 90s. Like I think readers of a particular generation will really connect with that sense of childhood friendship and the meaning in the most disposable of things.
Totally, things you used to hang on to back then. Even if it was a catchphrase or a joke or shared experience. I did send the first image to one of my mates from that time, who one of the characters is based on. So that was quite funny. And he immediately recognized everyone, which was a big plus.
Brilliant.
So it's names have been changed, and times and
To protect
to protect the innocent.
events have been crunched together. So it isn't autobiographical, but there's very much, I think, elements of what it was like to read comics with a bunch of mates back then. So yeah, enjoying it. Great.
Let's go down to Cambridgeshire and talk to the mighty Nick Prolix.
All right, boys.
Is
Is it on?
We can see your kitchen.
Yeah, nice. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, in as much as I am making it up as I go along. I was going to just put in some strips that I already had, and then, like Pete sort of said, I sort of looked at what everyone else was doing and realised if I didn't pull my finger out, I was going to be the weak link in this chain. I was going to be the pages people would skip past. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm really competitive, and I can't have that. So, if nothing else, I've just got to be better than Sock. So that's the plan. I'll leave it in the hands of the gods as to whether or not I pull it off or not. But
okay, but we've seen some pages though already, which are looking brilliant. I mean, it's sort of improvised, and it's your musings on what's going on currently in the political sphere about post-colonialism and use of racist stereotypes. I mean, do you want to talk a bit about that?
Yeah, so it's just the stuff that I've been thinking about, really, and and trying to sort of, I guess, like trying to get your thoughts out. And the easiest way to do it is to draw some pictures and sort of do it in comic form. So if you like, it's a visual essay, about that, about the decolonialism, and also about Black Lives Matter and how those things intersect, and I guess really about my positionality, if you want to get into that, as a bubble, and how I kind of feel about that, and sort of doing it in comics form. But before everyone gets too put off, there are plenty of jokes in it as well. So